Good morning. Good morning and welcome to our yoga practice. We are getting ourselves set up, coming onto the mat and creating your space. I may flip mine around this morning. There we go. One more headspace. We have not much time, so we'll start making our way onto the mat somewhere near the front third-ish as we will begin standing today. So as you come onto the mat, wiggle the toes a little, let them start to connect. Feel that foundation. You can shift the weight a little bit here. Build that awareness of the foot on each side, how the weight shifts in the body. And start to find that neutral. All four corners of the feet rooted down. Check in with the ankles. A little softness in the knees as we stand tall. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Arms are down alongside body. Maybe a little tuck of the chin to let the crown of the head reach tall. Head over heart. Begin to deepen the breath. Breathe in and out through the nose. As best you can, it is allergy season. See if you can match the length of your inhale to the length of your exhale. And as you breathe and center, building awareness, invite the mind to be present with you. Let go of what occurred yesterday, the to-do list set before you for today. Know that you are here now. We'll take one more breath here, centering. On an inhale, we'll lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice big inhale. You can scoop the air out to the sides as you reach up, or you could take the arms forward. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice big inhale as we reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice big inhale. Feel that extension through the body, lengthening. Exhale as the body settles. Hands to heart. We'll pause here. Let right ear fall toward right shoulder. Back to center. Opposite side. Let the weight of the head create the stretch. Back to center. Release the hands. Nice big inhale as we reach up. We'll meet with hands overhead. You can interlace the fingers or shine palms toward one another as we start to bend side to side. Start to deepen the stretch by gently pressing the hip out. Listen to your body. Move at your pace. You can feel the weight shift between the feet once again. Slow down, come back to center. Release the hands and let them flutter down. Take a breath at our neutral Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, we'll forward fold. Keep a flat back as long as you can before allowing the head to drop. Hands reach toward the earth. Maybe there's a little micro bend at the knees. Shake the head a little yes and no. And then find stillness. More of the weight is sitting toward the front half of each foot. The heel is connected down though. You can't reach the earth, you can hold shins, thighs, a nice neutral in the middle. You could hold elbows to be in ragdoll. On your next inhale, we'll begin to gently roll up back to our standing posture. Take a breath. Nice big inhale as we reach. Exhale, forward fold. Start to engage the core as we inhale to half lift. Nice flat back. Navel draws in toward the spine, hands on shins or thighs. Exhale as you release. And gently roll up, back to standing. We'll inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, half lift, strong back. Exhale as you release. Gently roll up, back to standing. Pause for a moment here. We're going to do a standing back bend, so you have some options. Arms could go up and you could do it with the arms extended. You could take fists or palms to the low back. So yogi's choice. Find your starting place, arms stretched overhead or fists in back. Start to draw the shoulder blades together a bit more. Lengthen the spine and begin to gently arch back. Allow the heart to lift toward the sky. Feel that nice heart opener. Stretch through the front midline. You can come in and out as you need. Inhale up. Release the arms. Give the shoulders a little wiggle one way and then the other. And then we'll meet back at our Tadasana. Left foot stays forward. We'll take a step back with the right, about 2 to 3 feet. Feet are on skis. Hands to hip as we stand tall. Start to hinge forward. Lead with the heart. And stop whenever you need to. At maybe 10 degrees. You might be feeling really warm already and be able to fully fold down. You want to feel a nice stretch through the back of the left leg. Both feet are firmly rooted down. And as you come into the shape, notice if the hips kind of get askew. If they do, gently re-square them to the short edge of the mat. We'll take a generous bend in the left knee as we press up. And we'll step right foot forward, left foot back. Swap the legs. Stand tall. Lead with the heart as you fold forward. Mindful of how this side is feeling. Take your time coming into the shape. Aware of how the right leg is feeling. Continue to breathe. Keep the spine long. Generous bend at the right knee, and then we press up. We'll step the left foot forward. Heel toe the feet together. Release the hands as we inhale them up. Exhale to forward fold. Take a moment here. Connect with your foundation. Inhale, half lift. Exhale as you release. We'll generously bend the knees, lower the hips, lift the heart, chair pose. Legs pressed together, tailbone draws down. You can hold that big beach ball in front of you, but if that's not serving your shoulders, you can do hands at heart center as well. Feel the strength of the legs. On your next exhale, hands to feet, hips to sky. Release. Back to your forward fold. On an inhale, we'll gently roll up. Back to standing. We'll take the feet wide out toward the edges of the mat. Toes are forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale as we forward fold. We'll plant the right hand on the mat, kind of underneath where the head is. If you have a block or a piece of furniture nearby, you could also use that if reaching the floor isn't serving you today. And we'll generously bend the right knee as we gently twist the body. You can take left hand to hip or hand to sky. Take a breath here. Unwind as you straighten the right leg. Swap the hands. Left hand goes to the mat. Generous bend at the left knee. We rotate through the ribs. And again, that arm can reach up, or you can do hand to hip. We'll unwind back to our forward fold. Gently roll up, back to Tadasana. We'll heel toe the feet back to our neutral stance, about hip width distance apart. Inhale the arms up. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Plant the hands, step one foot back and then the other. Find your high plank. You can lower to the knees here if you like. Elbows tight to the body as we lower down to the belly. Uncurl the toes. We'll bring hands under shoulders. Inhale up, chin and collarbone, a baby cobra. Use your back muscles here. Lengthen the spine. Maybe you can drum out the fingers. Exhale as you release. We'll take a breath. Inhale up, chin and collarbone, baby cobra. Feet stay connected to the mat. Exhale as you release. On your next inhale as we lift up, bring elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel, Sphinx pose. Gaze is forward. We're lifting out of the shoulders. The palms are in the mat. I like to spread my fingers here to really give myself a base. That connection down. We'll bend the right leg at the knee, so thigh stays connected to the mat, foot lifts off, and then glance over the right shoulder. See if you can see that foot with your peripheral vision. Bring the gaze back to neutral, lower the right foot, we'll bend the left leg. Keep that length in the spine as you glance over the left shoulder. See if you can see that foot. Gaze back to center, lower the left foot, press palms into the mat, elbows go wide. We lower back down, favorite cheek into the mat. A little stretch for the neck as the shoulders relax. Swap sides, opposite cheek goes down. We'll bring the chin to the mat, arms down alongside body. Once again, we'll bend the right leg at the knee. Allow the foot to fall toward the body, and maybe let gravity do its thing here. If you'd like, you could reach back with the right hand. Gently hold on to that foot and draw it closer, deepening the stretch through the thigh. And hold the outer edge or the inner arch of the foot. Notice how that feels for the shoulder in whichever variation you choose. And gently release and let the right foot return to the mat. When right foot touches, we'll lift the left. And again, you have those options. Maybe the weight of the foot here is what it feels like that leg needs. Maybe you reach back and find that hold. Gently drawing the foot in a little closer, mindful of how the left thigh is feeling, that connection into the hip. Be mindful of the knee as well. Continue to breathe. Release your hold on the foot and allow the left foot to reconnect with the mat as you bring hands under shoulders. Press back hips to heels. Child's pose. Keep the arms stretched overhead. Toes are near one another, knees can be near one another, belly resting on thighs. If that isn't serving you, you can take the knees wide to the edges of the mat and create a little extra space for the body to melt into. On an inhale, we'll come to tabletop, somewhere near the middle of the mat. Pardon me. We'll take the hands forward, a handprint each. Spread the fingers wide, grip the mat as you curl the toes. Feel that nice stretch through the feet, into the ankles. Start to activate the legs as you lift up. Shift the hips up and back. Down dog. We won't be here long, so if you'd like to invite in a little bit of movement, you can. We'll start to walk the feet toward the hands as we find forward fold once again. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Gently roll up on an inhale as you return to Tadasana. So we're going to do a balanced pose today, standing head to knee variation. So pick which foot you'd like to be your base to begin and which you'd like to fly. I'm going to start with my right foot as my base. And build strength up through the ankle, into the hip. Don't want it kind of out of alignment there. We want to stack to stay strong. You'll bring the opposite foot in close as you come onto the ball of it. Stand tall, and you can come back here anytime you need to. We'll start to lift that foot up, bring it to 90. And again, maybe you stay here. You can play tapping it down, lifting. If you'd like, you can wrap hands around that knee, gently draw it in a little closer. If you're feeling flexible today, you could reach down, or if you have a strap, you could wrap it around, hold on to the foot, and you could press it out, maybe gently fold forward, finding that full expression of the posture. It is definitely not in the cards for me today, so I'll be hanging here. But feel free to explore, to try something new, or to work on building that foundation. Wherever you're at, find your non-moving focal point. Allow yourself to stay centered, connected to your foundation. If your leg is outstretched, start to draw it back in. We'll take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, gently return the flying foot to the mat and shake out that standing leg. Nice work. So we'll reset. Opposite side becomes your support. For me, that will be my left. All four corners of the foot connect down. Gently draw awareness up. Build the strength, build the pose. Stand tall. Bring the opposite foot in. Begin to lift. And again, you can play right here. You're working on your balance, and using a little bit of movement with your balance can really be challenging and helpful for the real world scenarios we all face, like stepping down a stair or off of a curb. Maybe you hold that knee at 90. Maybe you wrap and draw it in. If you're drawing that leg in, try to keep the spine elongated. You might have a tendency to roll in there. You want to stand tall. And again, if you'd like to deepen the posture, you could grab the foot, extend it out. Leg would not have to be perfectly straight. You might fold over it slightly. You might stay tall. There's many places to play. Try to keep your balance. A strong foundation. Whole body is engaged. Mind and breath as well. We're focused. Not allowing the distractions around us to throw us off kilter here. And if they do, we simply return. You find wherever you're at is feeling easy today, you could close one eye or both eyes and notice how that changes things for you. That can be a fun way to play with your balance poses as well. The leg is outstretched. Start to draw it back in as we take one more breath here. Release the flying leg. Shake out that standing foot. Nice work. We give the feet a little stretchy stretch, and we'll meet back near the front of the mat in our Tadasana. Take a breath. Nice big inhale as we reach. Exhale as we forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Plant the hands, step it back. Find your high plank. Strong arms as we lower to the belly. Uncurl the toes and inhale up to your cobra. Exhale as you release. Curl the toes. Press the hips up and back. Down dog. Taking a few rounds of breath here. Heels reach toward the earth as we try to find a flat back. From here, we'll lower the knees, uncurl the toes, child's pose. Your variation, keep the arms stretched overhead. Soften the arms. Start to walk the hands in as you lift up. Rotate onto a favorite hip and swing the legs forward. The legs are stretched in front of us, about hip width distance. We sit up tall as we inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Shine the heart forward. Try to avoid too much rounding through the low back as you find whatever hold works for your body today. We've done quite a few forward folds, so you might surprise yourself here. You can keep that little micro bend at the knees if needed. We'll inhale up, and with control, gently roll down onto the mat. Head and shoulders settle. Feet are outstretched. We'll draw the right knee into the belly. Our half wind relieving pose. You can hold onto shin or behind thigh. We'll create little circles with the right foot and ankle. They did a lot of work to support us in our balanced postures, reverse direction. This can be a nice little stretch for them. Wiggle the toes as you go. Find stillness. Give that knee a little squeeze. Send the heel high. With control, lower it down. When right heel hits, we'll draw left knee in. The other half of our half wind relieving pose. Keep the spine long on the mat. And as you draw this leg in, notice if you're really struggling through the arms. If you are, soften them a little. It's all right if the leg's a little farther away from the body. As we draw those circles with the left foot and ankle. Mindful of how we're feeling, move at your own pace. The circles can be as big or as little as you like. Reverse. Awareness on the joint. Wiggle the toes a bit. And find stillness. Give the knee a little squeeze, send that heel high. Nice long leg as we lower it to the mat. When left heel hits, we'll draw both knees in, nice full body hug. You could rock a little side to side here. That might feel nice for your low back. Optional though, you can also stay at stillness. If you're rocking, slow it down, come back to neutral. And from here, we have a few options. If you have extra time today, you can lower the feet, extend the legs, and find Shavasana, arms resting at side body. If you're rounding out your practice with me today, we'll take peace fingers behind the knees, rock along the length of the spine, and use that momentum to draw you up to a comfortable seated posture. Whether you're in your Shavasana or here in that seated posture, close the eyes, allow your focus to turn in. If you're seated, maybe hands to heart center. Check in with the body. Allow the breath to gently return to its natural rhythm. We'll say a little thanks for all that our body has allowed us to do through our practice and how it supports us each day. The eyes are closed, you can flutter them open. I encourage you to take kind thoughts, kind words, and kind intentions with you from now until we meet again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for our practice today. Hope you had a wonderful time, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat next Tuesday morning. Bye, y'all.